Welcome to Behind the Veil. Now, here is your transformational coach, Tammy Hawks.
So, as far as you and intention, if I could give you one thing on this call that would make the biggest difference in your life right now, what would that one thing be?
A way to improve my self-esteem.
And if there was a certain area that you felt like your self-esteem was lacking in, what area would that be?
Just not basing how I feel about myself on what other people have to say.
Okay. And what do you feel about yourself?
Right now I'm kind of like not feeling that great, because of the the way that my marriage is, and that my marriage basically is broken.
Yeah. Go into a little bit of that. How is your marriage broken?
I married someone who I put first, even when I was uncomfortable or even when I was unhappy. I tried to move mountains and do whatever I could to make that person happy, even when I wasn't happy, even when my kids were not happy. And it still didn't work. He still cheated several times, among other, things.
So why do you think that you put him first and tried to do anything to keep him happy, even if it meant you and your kids being miserable?
I think I thought, I don't know, I think it's like a learned behavior. Like, 'cause that's basically how I grew up, kind of like peace at any price kind of thing. So it's kind of like that was like my role in the house. Like, oh, this person's upset, go make them happy. Or, this person is upset, make sure you don't cause any problems. Or, kind of having to feel everyone's moods and feelings as like a survival kind of thing. So I think a lot of that came into my adulthood, and I got this like false concept that like love is not just something you deserve. It's like something you have to prove your worth kind of thing. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, so love must be earned.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So take me into the relationship for a little bit. What were the most toxic? I know you said he was unfaithful several times. What were the other toxicities within the relationship?
When he would get upset, he would like just scream and insult me and just be really mean as he could. And then, after that, maybe an hour or two later, he would apologize, and I would just accept the apology and, go on as if nothing happened. So he was never like physically abusive, but verbally really abusive. Like nothing was just ever enough. Like he just always found a way to make me feel like I was the problem. Like it was kind of like manipulative in a way. Like he would find a way to convince me, even if he was wrong in a situation, that I was the wrong one. And it was just like nothing I ever did was good enough, and a lot of the responsibilities were like piled on me. I mean, all he really had to do in his mind was go to work. He makes more than I do, yeah. But like that's all he thought he had to do. And then all the other responsibilities were like on me.
Anything else that was toxic about your relationship?
That's really it. The screaming, yelling, manipulating, cheating.
And is he the archetype of most of the men you've been with before him?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the pattern.
Yeah, I haven't really had many relationships. So like I had my first child when I was 19, and that lasted, and then I had 2 more children with that person, and he was older than me, and that lasted probably like almost 15 years. And then after we broke up, like a year later, I met my ex now. So I've never really dated or anything, so I don't have a lot of.
But that man had similar qualities?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the pattern.
Yeah.
And of course, we could track that back to childhood,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's good. Good to go on. Okay. So this is the time where we're going to go inside and we're going to find this pattern. We're looking for two things. One, we're looking for the beliefs that were instilled in these moments. And the second thing we're looking to do is feel all the emotions attached to it.
Okay.
You got to feel it to heal it. So I want you to do your best not to resist it. You're going to have this human tendency to not want to go into it,
Yeah.
but I want you to breathe
Mm-hmm.
and just go,
Okay.
knowing that it only takes 90 seconds to feel it fully until it's totally evaporated, completely gone.
Okay.
I feel like that's a piece that you really need to know because sometimes people resist going in because they feel like I'll get stuck in there. You're not going to get stuck in there. It's going to dissolve, but the resistance needs to be softened. So I'm going to give you that little reminder. I'm going to say soften
Okay.
to remind you, okay, I'm not going to resist this. I'm going to go into it. And of course, I'm walking you through the whole thing, but just a little reminder before we start that it is a good thing to go into it and dissolve it, right? So once you make
Mm-hmm.
that recognition, then you'll have no problem going there.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
What does that sound?
That's the AC. I can turn it off.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So this is the part where I'm going to have you relax the body. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you make your spine as straight as possible. That's right. Feet firmly planted and placed on the ground. Ideally, you don't want any socks or shoes on,
Okay.
just so you have that direct connection. And I want you to just begin to go into the body.
Okay.
So picture with each breath you take, I want you to picture the air going in, going all the way to the base of your spine, holding it for a few seconds and letting it go. So just connecting to the breath, holding it there at the base. And as you exhale, I want you to picture just releasing the resistance, allowing the muscles of your body to just relax. So, spine straight. I want you to picture that there's like a string attached to your spine
Mm-hmm.
that's like pulling you up from here. So, I want that spine as straight as you can get it. And I want you to connect. You can close your eyes, and I want you to simply just connect to the earth beneath you, rising up to hold you, right there at your sit bones, feeling the earth rising up to meet you, feel it beneath your feet. And I want you to begin to connect to that breath. So breathing in through the nose, nice, long, deep, slow breaths in, hold at the base, exhale out. And I want you to follow that breath in, hold it at the base, exhale out. Just continue this on for a few times till you allow those muscles to soften, to release, to let go, and to surrender, knowing that it is good and right and well to allow your body to totally relax. And I want you to picture above your head, right there, directly above your scalp, is a big ball of energy, a healing, wonderful energy ball sitting right there at the top of your head. And you can give this energy ball any color that feels healing and loving to you. What color would that be? First impression?
Blue.
Blue. Perfect. So I want you to connect to that blue color energy ball directly above your head. That's right. And I want you to picture that your scalp has a moon roof that parts, that opens up to receiving this blue energy ball. That's right. So I want you to open it up and I want you to allow this blue, healing, loving energy to absolutely float, pour down your body through the top of your head. And as it moves down, I want you to feel it relaxing each muscle. I also want you to see each and every cell of your body opening up to receiving this. So we're going to move from the top of your head all the way down to your feet with this blue healing energy bubble. So allow it to fill your brain, both right and left hemispheres. Moving down, filling your eyes, your ears, your nose, your jaw, your mouth, your entire head with this beautiful healing energy. And allow it to move down your throat, down your neck. That's right. Filling each and every muscle, tissue, strand of DNA, RNA, all the way down to the epigenetics. Allowing it to move down to your shoulders, down your arms, to your elbows, down to your wrists, and your fingers, filling each and every cell with this beautiful healing blue energy. And I want you to allow it to come into your heart. In fact, I want you to allow it to open up your heart from each and every side, knowing that it's good and safe and right for you to allow this blue healing energy to penetrate each cell deeper and deeper and deeper. That's right. Allowing it to move down your abdomen, filling each organ with this blue healing energy, going deeper, deeper and deeper still on the deepest level. That's right. Moving down to your hips and your knees and your ankles and your toes. Take a deep breath in, energizing that blue energy. As you exhale, releasing out all the resistance, knowing that it is good, right, and perfect for you to allow this healing energy to penetrate each cell deeper, even deeper. I want you to take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale out, I want you to send that blue to create a big bubble around your body, 6 feet all the way around your body. That's right, holding you in this blue healing energy bubble. And as long as you're in this blue energy bubble, you're safe and you're loved. In fact, this feeling in your body is your emotional set point. This is your new emotional set point. And whenever you picture this blue bubble, you feel these amazing emotions of peace and love and healing vibrating on the highest level through each and every cell of your body. So if at any point you need that set point to be reestablished, all you have to do is picture this blue energy bubble and you'll feel that peaceful, gentle state. No matter what you're experiencing, no matter how you're perceiving anything, all you have to do is picture this blue energy bubble and you're going to feel those deep feelings of peace and love. So I want you to tune into your body. In fact, I want you to go all the way to the very center of your body. Keeping your eyes closed, I want you to move to the core, your nucleus, so to speak, the very center of your body. And I'm going to shift your focus to that conversation we were having earlier. And I want you to think about this feeling, belief, frequency you have that says nothing I do is ever good enough. And I want you to recognize and notice there's a place in your body that these emotions, that these feelings, that these beliefs are stored. First impression, I want you to take your hand and place it on this area. And I can't see your hand, but did you find the area?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want you to go right into that area. And I want you to notice that there's a color associated with these emotions. What color is it? First impression.
Red.
Red. Perfect. I want you to go all the way to the center of that red. All the way to the very center of that red bubble inside of you. And as you do, I want you to become aware, notice that From that red spot projecting out from the body is an image, a picture. And on this picture, as you allow it to get clearer and clearer and clearer, you recognize and notice that this is the very first time you felt these emotions. So I want you to allow that picture to get so clear that you can tell exactly when this memory was. Let me know when that picture gets clear enough for you to recognize. Do you have the picture?
Not yet.
It might be one picture or it might be a series.
Okay.
Keep your eyes closed. You want to stay fully absorbed. Go all the way into the center of that red bubble, all the way to the center. Notice, become aware that it is projecting out a screen from this red bubble. And on that screen is an image, the very first memory you have of feeling these emotions of, I'm not good enough. Let me know when you have the image. It should be the very first one that pops in. Your conscious mind will try and talk you out of it, say, no, that's not it. But I want you to trust the very first image that pops up.
It's like not super clear, but it's like almost like all I can see is like hands being held.
Okay. Yes. I want you to trust the answer to each question that I'm going to ask you right now, because we're relying on your subconscious mind that forgets nothing. Okay. So, first impression, how old are you in this image?
Maybe like a toddler because it looks like a big hand and a small hand.
Okay. Perfect. And I want you to give me any details you see in this picture. Any details you can see, sense, smell, touch.
Um, Looks like maybe it's like outside because I see like leaves on the ground, but like I can't see people. I can just see a an arm and like what looks like an adult hand and a child hand.
Mm. And what do you feel from this image?
Um, just a little confused because I'm not sure what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm. What else do you become aware of besides being outside, the leaves on the ground? You see this adult arm, this adult hand. What else do you become aware of?
I don't have like bad feelings. It doesn't make me feel upset or afraid.
Mm-hmm. I want you to go ahead and take the perspective of the third party. I want you to be just the perceiver, looking on, seeing this toddler you with this arm, this adult arm. And I want you to allow yourself to just remember whose arm this is. First impression. Whose is it?
I'm not sure.
It's a first impression.
Yeah, and nothing is.
Okay, I want you to see this toddler you in this red bubble around her. And I want you to go ahead and move inside this bubble. I don't want you to just perceive her. I want you to actually feel what she's feeling in this moment. And as you move to the center of this red bubble she's in, I want you to take on those emotions. What is she feeling right now?
Um, I think happy.
Happy?
Yeah.
What else is she feeling?
Um,
There's a block there. You have a block.
yeah.
Yeah, you have a block going on with your emotions. So I want
Mhm.
you to look at this little girl. I want you to see that she has, if you can see into her heart center, she has this big wall all up around her, this big wall guarding her heart, saying, you can't come in. No one can come in. I'm safe in here. And I want you to simply, block by block, brick by brick, I want you to take each one of them down. I want you to keep grabbing them and keep grabbing them. I want you to let her know that you're going to allow her to feel her feelings. I want you to give her permission to feel her feelings. And I also want you to tell her that it's safe to feel them, that you're going to plug her back into them. And this is a good thing because it's going to allow her to be aware of her emotional system. And somewhere along the way, she shut that down. Somewhere along the way, she learned it wasn't safe to feel her feelings. It wasn't safe to fully be herself. And I want you to see as you take each one of these bricks down, they represent an emotion. They represent all the ways that she had or felt she had to protect herself. And I want you to let her know that she doesn't need to protect herself anymore because you're going to protect her. I want you to let her know that you've come all the way back in time to be here for her, to teach her how to connect to her emotions. So I want you to start taking these bricks down one by one. And I want you to name each one of these bricks that you're taking off.
Okay.
The first one.
Insecurity is the first thing.
Uh-huh.
Shame.
Mm-hmm.
Loneliness.
Yes. What else?
Fear.
Fear. What else? How about this desire to please everyone else but herself?
Yeah.
How about not receiving her own self-worth? What else?
Shyness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not good enough.
Yeah.
What else did she not feel that she could live up to? What else did she struggle with?
Feeling abandoned.
Mm-hmm. What other emotions does she get to let go of right now? What other beliefs does she get to let go of right now?
Responsible for other people.
Mm-hmm.
Sacrificing.
Mm-hmm. What did she sacrifice?
Our own happiness to make other people happy.
Mm-hmm.
Pretending to be happy when you're not.
Mm. Does she do that a lot?
Yeah.
What else?
Not sure.
Let's start with these. I want you to pick up these bricks, starting with shame. Holding it in your hand, I want you to go ahead and throw it down as hard as you can until it shatters into a million pieces, turns into pure dust, and dissolves, resolves with so much ease. Take it and slam it down. I want you to physically do this. I want you to pick up that shame brick. You can keep your eyes closed, but I want you to pick up that shame brick and I want you to throw it down as hard as you can. Hold it above your head, slam it down as hard as you can. There you go. See it shattering. Do a bazillion pieces. Okay, next one, loneliness. Pick up that next brick. This is loneliness. Hold it above, and I want you to slam it down till it's dust. There you go. Next brick. This is fear. This is fear. Grab fear, hold it above your head. Now slam it back down. That's right, shattered into pure dust. Pick up responsibility for others. There you go. Slam it down. That's right. Pick up sacrificing her own happiness. Slam it back down. There you go. Pretending to be happy for others. Slam it. And I want you to allow that dust to dissolve, resolve. As you break up with all these old emotions that no longer serve you, these old beliefs that no longer serve this little girl, I want you to let her know that these are not something she's going to hold on to ever again because you removed them from her field. You removed each and every brick that was all the stuff, the old junk that everyone else gave her that was never hers. And I want you to give her some new beliefs. As you see her, did that color change at all?
Not yet.
Is it still red? Okay. So we're going to exchange this red bubble for the blue one. So you're going to let me know when this has taken place. So we're going to put in new beliefs. We're going to instill new beliefs in her to move forward since we've taken out all this old rubbish. What are the new beliefs that she gets to have for herself?
Pride in
Yeah.
herself,
Mm-hmm.
self-respect,
Mm-hmm.
boundaries,
Mm-hmm.
peace,
Mm-hmm.
happiness,
Mm. What else?
self-worth.
Mm-hmm. I want you to look deep into her eyes. I'm talking deep into her eyes. I want you to get right there on her level and look deep into her eyes. And I want you to tell her how wonderful she is, how perfectly divine she is in every way. Let those emotions come up. I don't want you holding them back. I want you to tell her that she is divine, that there is no mistake in her, that she is perfect exactly how she is, that she came here with her own unique gifts to give the world, that she was crushed down by all the people around her to hold back those gifts, but that she is too perfect and too wonderful to hold back these great gifts that she came. I want you to tell her that she came to this planet for a reason right now, that she came with purpose and reason and that she's fulfilling that. And I want you to tell her that she doesn't get to dim her light anymore. She doesn't get to carry the sorrows and the wounding of her parents and all those broken people around her, that she gets to disconnect from those, that she gets to allow her light to shine so bright that she does not give a shit what anyone else thinks about her light, that it gets to be bold, that it gets to be bright, that it gets to be powerful. I want you to give her permission to shine it. Is she hearing you? Is she believing you? Is this computing and registering for her?
Yes.
Yes. I want you to tell her that from here on out, she's not to dim her light anymore. She's not going to become small to make everyone else comfortable. She's not going to be quiet to make them all comfortable. No, because she didn't come here for that. She didn't come here to be everyone else's doormat. She came here to be the light, to be the love, so that she can shine so bright and be the example of what love and light looks like. What color is her light now?
Pink.
It's pink. Beautiful. And how does that feel?
Feels good.
Yeah. I want you to turn up that volume of that pink. I want you to turn it all the way up. Picture it like a knob, like on those old school televisions. And I want you to reach out and I want you to turn that pink up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up to the highest setting. So she's shining so brightly. She couldn't dim it if she tried. Now I want you, with each breath you take and each beat of your heart, I want you to allow that pink energy bubble to get bigger, filling the entire 6 feet around her, and then bigger again, 12 feet around her, 24, 64. I want it to grow so big, so quickly with each beat of your heart that the power and the intensity just vibrates and pulsates within you, within her, because she is you and you are her, and you are one. And I want you to intensify that vibration till you know that you couldn't stop it if you tried. Take a deep breath in. I want you to shrink her down to a postage stamp or smaller. And I want you to take her and I want you to place her inside of your heart. That's right. Reach out, grab her, and place her inside of your heart. See your heart opening up to receiving her in her strong pink vibration, pulsating in your body as you place her inside, knowing that she is you and you are her. And I want you to vow to her that whenever she needs you, you're coming back for her. You're going to guide her. You're going to let her know that she's worthy whenever she needs to be reminded. Whenever she's playing small, when she's being quiet, when she's not being her own pure, authentic self, you're going to remind her that it's safe to do so. You're going to give her this pink and blue energy bubble, and you're going to tell her, this is who you are now. This is who you're choosing to be, because all those old bricks are totally dissolved with ease and grace and flow. And this is who you are now. And you get to remind her each and every day that this is who she is. This is the real her, the authentic one that came onto this planet to do this beautiful work of shining her light in whatever way means the most to her. And that she's not going to be sidetracked by everyone else's desires. No, she's connected to her desires, to what she wants, to what she gets to give the world. And she's no longer attached to everyone else and all their BS. Does she have permission to be her authentic, true self?
Yes.
Do you give her permission to be her truest, most authentic self?
Yes.
And how will you know that she's doing that?
When she values herself.
What will that look like?
Not putting other people before herself and standing up for herself.
Yeah, what other ways?
Feeling good about herself.
I want you to literally change that radio setting on her dial, the one that says you're not good enough, you're not worthy. I want you to change that to a different radio station where it says, "Oh, you're so worthy. You're so perfect. You're divine. You're pure love. You're pure light. You have the most beautiful gifts to give the world." I want you to tune it to that radio station. And I want you to tell her that this is the radio station that you and her have chosen right now, from here on out. These are the new beliefs, and this is the new setting. Take a deep breath in. And I want you to allow yourself to go 30 feet above that scene, looking down, seeing where she was, sitting outside with those leaves and that adult arm, seeing the whole picture from this higher vantage point. And I want you to make your way back to the present moment, seeing that pink energy as you move back, seeing the old patterns, the old programming, those old systems dissolving, resolving, totally resolving with ease and grace and flow, seeing them just absolutely disintegrating like the sand, just poof, and in their place, new, strong, beautiful, pink, blue structures coming up strong, connecting you to this new program, these new codes, this new setting as you make your way back to the present moment, coming back 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 2 years from now, 1 year from now. And I want you to pause right here at the here and now, looking down, seeing you in the present moment, sitting there in the chair right now. And I want you to make your way back down to integrate back into the body, allowing and bringing together all these different parts of you to come back into the body. That's right, bringing all these new codes, all these new set points, all these new patterns. That's right. And I want you to see that moon roof opening up, allowing the integration of all these different parts of you to come back down through the top of your head, reintegrating into the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the stomach, the hips, the knees. That's right, all the way down to the toes, totally reintegrating, realigning, allowing this pink, powerful, potent energy to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper on a cellular level as it moves down, recoding each cell to this new system, this new pattern that you've chosen. Take a deep breath in, re-energized, feeling alive, feeling recalibrated, coming into the body, into the moment. You could open your eyes when you're ready. How do you feel?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of resistance there, huh?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know why? Because you got unplugged from those emotions very early on in life.
Mm-hmm.
And you have this belief that it's not safe or good for you to feel your emotions. And you have to retrain that.
Yeah.
I want you to see it each and every day like a little plug and you see the outlet, and I want you to, the outlet is your emotions, and you're taking your plug and you're plugging it into your emotions because you have all this stuck pain in your body.
Mhm. Yeah.
But you did good.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me what came up for you.
I noticed that it was like hard for me to like see anything or feel anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I noticed too that when the emotions started to come up, you choked them down.
Mm-hmm.
So you must feel it to heal it. You got to let yourself open up to let those emotions out because they're just sitting there in your body, causing
Yeah.
all sorts of shit. Can you
Mm-hmm.
let them out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Well, this is step one on your journey, girl. You've
Yeah.
you've got some healing to allow.
Yeah.
Um, and what's interesting to me is, first of all, a really good thing that happened was you were able to go back to when you were a toddler,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't always happen on my first session with a person that
Oh,
they're able to go back that far. So that was a really good thing. You were able to pinpoint the moment that belief kind of set in. The place where I saw the resistance the most was when it was time to feel for
yeah.
this little girl. It took a little bit, and even still, you kind of just let a little bit leak out. You want to feel, she's inside of you.
Yeah.
She's still feeling all this pain, and I want you to give her permission to feel it
Okay.
through you. That's what she needs from you so much right now, is for you to just see her, experience her, listen to her. She wants to just cry out and release all these emotions, but you have to guide her through that. And you have to tell her it's safe for her to do that, just like you would your child. Do you
Yeah.
want your child to sit with all these emotions stuck in their body that will,
Mm-hmm.
allow for so much heartache moving forward, but also all these blocks? The reason why you're attracting these kind of abusive men is because you have this belief that you're not worthy, that you're
Mm-hmm.
not good enough. You have to reprogram that and say, absolutely not. I am worthy of having all the love that I want. And
Yeah.
that's got to start with you loving you. So everything you do in your life, I want you to look at, who am I doing this for?
Yeah.
Who am I doing this for? Who am I doing this for? And you get to lavishly love on you,
Yeah.
Jennifer, because Jennifer is worthy of being loved, of being treated like a queen, like the prize. She's
Mm-hmm.
got to do that for herself first before someone else will do that.
That's true.
Yeah. So I want you to take the time today, and I really want you to let yourself feel the things. I
Okay.
want you to open up Pandora's box and say, it's safe to feel this, and I'm going to feel it until it moves out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Will you do that for her?
Yes.
You'll do it for her,
Yeah.
for little Jennifer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Well, I know you're still processing a lot. Feel your feelings. I'd love for you to get back to me. Tell me what came up for you over the
Okay.
past couple of days. And yeah, I would love to get some feedback about that.
Okay.
You think that's possible?
Yeah, for sure.
Beautiful. Okay, love. Well, I thank you so much for giving me the honor to lead you through this, to be there with little Jennifer, that sweet little baby. I was there for all of it. And so thank you, and keep me posted.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Jennifer, have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.